Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Okay, a couple of UAE updates. I didn't want to make a video today because I already uploaded many, but there were some, bits of breaking news that I thought would share with you. Okay, first one is British Petroleum. Okay, they were going through a very tough time right from the beginning of the year. You know, because BP is linked with oil, and I think if you scale back, you'd see the disasters BP had, and so beginning of the year, BP got hit pretty bad. And BP is a good company; they pay pretty well. I have a couple of friends and guys, whose resume rebrand I had done, and they managed to get there. That was some time ago, not now. So they offer salaries which are like basic can be up to, let's say, 50%, and the benefits are 50% more. And I'll tell you why I'm telling you this. So BP is a very good company to work for, and they provide really good benefits and packages. And most of the people who work with BP, they generally never want to leave. They don't want to go any other company. So what happened was, it seems in the middle of 2020, BP offered a large contingency of employees a proposal called the Golden Handshake. Now, what the Golden Handshake was, it was where if you agree to agree to resign or leave the job, they will give you 8 months 8 months basic salary. Okay, so it's not a full salary, it's a basic salary. And in some cases they offered a little bit more, but 8 months was kind of a range. And they said, see, listen, you resign, we'll give you the Golden Handshake. And one of the reasons for doing that was because they didn't want negative publicity. They didn't want people talking about it on social media. Yeah, they obviously didn't want a bad hit on their market value or their stocks and shares. Oh wait, so now what happened is after the Golden Handshake was told to people, surprisingly not many people took it. And I kind of scratched my head and wondered why. But then when I did the calculation, it was very obvious that if you take the Golden Handshake, let's say, for example, your salary per month, okay? Your salary per month is $1,000. Example, okay? 500 is basic, 500 is allowance. And the allowance that we are talking about is for children, for accommodation, so many essentials, which is really very beneficial. So now if you're talking of 8 months on the basic, 8 months, 8 5s are 40, that is 4,000. Okay, so you'll get 4,000. But if you get your full salary for 4 months, you get 4,000. So basically, even though they said we are going to give you an 8 months salary, it's actually half, that is only 4 months. So not many people wanted that deal because they have families and all that, and 4 months salary just gets burned through the pocket easily. Yes, maybe there are some people who would have opted for it, provided it would have been much more. So now nobody took it. So now what has happened is many people started losing their jobs. One by one, they started losing their jobs. And they have been told that you'll work until next year, somewhere in the mid of next year. Okay, so they've been terminated, but they have been given a buffer of 6 months or 8 months. And they will get all, their monies, nothing will be taken away from them. So 1 year, 6 months advance notice. And how do I know this? Is because now people are coming to me for rebranding their resume or rebranding their interview skill or even themselves and all that. Okay, so that is BP. Now, the second company that I knew about for a very long time, but people who are working there told me not to, is Sony Broadcast and Professional, Sony. Now, Sony also started off one of the strongest companies, one of the most well-managed companies. People who have worked there have worked for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. People have worked there for a very, very long time. And, nobody wants to leave such a well-managed company. And it seems the Japanese were working hands-on. So very well-managed company. They would give everyone equal opportunity, much better than most of the companies. Now, they informed their employees 1 year ago. They informed them from January that there would be terminations and there would be mergers. So now it seems by the year end, Sony Broadcast and Professional is going to let go of almost everyone, and they're going to merge with Sony Middle East. So it's a sad end to a very powerful brand. Just imagine, I'm just thinking, people who worked 20 years, 25 years, okay, if you have kept your savings, good. But if not, it's going to be slightly tough. And I think the major concern for most people is their children's education. They have to complete their education, so they have to stick around and pay for their school fees. They don't want the year to spoil. And then, when you shift your entire residence, if you're not planning to take back all your stuff, you need to sell it off. So you'll just get 30 or 20% right now in the current market value, 20 to 30% you'll not get much. Then if you take TR, that is transfer of residence, you'll have to spend money like no one else's business. And you remember there was that incident in Dubai where this company took everyone's goods and belongings on ship, but stored it in a warehouse, and the warehouse caught fire, and people lost like 250,000 worth of things. Some people lost their memorabilia, some people lost their certificates, some people lost priceless items, who are staying in UAE. Then this thing is, this is from one of my trusted source. And the reason I can say is my trusted source is because I did a complete, he went through the personal branding service that I had provided him. That is the premier one, the $10,000. So he has been my friend and contact for now 3 years. What he said is, these top-notch business houses like Landmark Group, it's not managed well like before. Okay, before, when the good days were there, they were expanding aggressively, they were going crazy, completely berserk in terms of expansion. They were employing people from the West and the best brains. But the political climate over there was, it never changes. And plus, there is this fashion guy who runs the fashion, whatever, I'll not take his name. People know is pretty infamous for his sexual exploits. Anybody wants to join, or anybody wants to be in the winning circle or get opportunities, you need to bend over or you need to kneel down. And you know what I mean. So, yeah, anyway, for them, they don't have to worry. Their futures is pretty secure. They have tons of money. So, okay, now Landmark Group, it seems now, obviously the first generation, they ran it very well. The second generation is not up to the mark. And their outlets, it seems in some of the outlets when you go there, either there is nobody there or it's empty or they have shut down. So, and across the board, it seems all these outlets, they are hemorrhaging cash because the footfall, even though there is footfall, at least the middle class, they are afraid to buy. He told me that there was a spike during Diwali. Yes, there'll be a spike during Christmas and New Year. But mainly there is a spike when there is a sale. Otherwise, he's saying most of the day it's totally empty. And what they have done is, if suppose there are the typical 8 people in a department, they've reduced it to 4. You do 2 people's work, take a little bit extra. Or if there are still 8 people, you come 15 days, you come 15 days. And I guess they have to go with the times. So there will be terminations. And also Ferrari World. I don't know whether this is the old information that was given to me, but 200 people have been given the termination notice. Another thing he told me was there were 3 hotels in Dubai, which have closed down. Pretty well-known hotels. Well-known in the sense people used to go there to hang out, booze, and get girls and whores, basically. Then I spoke to normal everyday expats. They just said, we're just trying to cut down our expenses. We, instead of eating out, we try to cook at home. And shopping also, we just buy essentials. We don't want to go out and spend too much money. Theaters, I don't know how many people are actually going to theaters to watch movies. I remember Majid Al Futtaim aggressively expanding. There's going to be 3D Max, there's going to be surround theater, there's going to be endless theater, there's going to be, I don't know what all theaters they came out with. Pretty sure they must be empty, because as it is, Hollywood is not releasing any major movies. And who wants to watch a movie during the COVID scare? And I also had one of my friends, this guy is rich, he's well off. So he told me he got the virus. That also while training with the other local Emiratis in the gym. He said there they don't give a fuck, and many of them not wearing masks or anything. So he got sick. And what he told me is when he went to the when he went to the doctors, they just gave him the typical medicines. Okay, take this, plenty of rest. What he told me is he lost his sense of taste. He lost his appetite. He was having fever, sweating profusely, shivering. He felt totally weak and disoriented, but nothing serious. And mind you, this guy is really big. He's really big, and but he said it was. I felt weak, but I was not going to die or anything. And obviously, his entire family also got infected. But he said they said plenty of vitamin C, plenty of vitamin D, multivitamins, whatever, blah blah, and rest. He said in a week or something he started to feel better, but obviously the protocol is 2 weeks. So, and I asked him what about shopping mall? And this guy is rich, huh? So he said, Loy, shopping malls, when you go there, it's empty. He spoke about Dera city center, He said this endless amount of closed shops. He said at food courts, there's hardly anyone. Some of the toilets, they are closed. He shared with me a couple of videos and photographs. I don't know where I kept them. But it looked pretty empty. I asked him to send me again anywhere that he goes. And if you guys have any photographs or videos of empty malls, but just be careful, just don't get caught. You know, malls or places which are empty. It's it's worthwhile to show because they never show this in media. And yeah, newspapers, Gulf News. This is just a comment. Gulf News, they've fucking gone crazy, man. It's like, as it is, their viewership is declining. As it is, their sponsors completely gone. Nobody wants to spend money on them. And now when you try to log into Gulf News, they have this, okay, log in and register. Who the fuck wants that? I just want to read the few lines, man. What the fuck is register and go here and go there? And better than that, just check Khaleej Times, just check National, check. There are so many papers. Nothing that Gulf News is giving. And Gulf News, if you're watching, nothing that you share is earth-shattering or exclusive or so great. You have maybe one decent, or you had a few decent journalists and editors, and one by one they are gone. And the only one who I know who is still there, but I don't know where he has disappeared, Mazhar Farooqi. Is he still working there also? Who knows? The only guy decent, there are some decent people there. And very soon, if they vanish, your newspaper is nothing but copy paste from here and put it here. It's bullshit, man. You don't have anything exclusive. So why the fuck should someone register and all? Just keep it fucking open, nah? People want to be there for what? Few minutes and get the fuck out. That's senseless. This is what happens it's only in UAE you get people at the top management who are employed there because they look impressive, but they think from their ass. And the decisions are from their bumhole only. Fucking stupid. Then, by the way, I did get some photographs of some big guys nicely drinking and boozing and with hot females and hand on their bum and this and that. And few days ago they came in the papers for being whatever, good news, or to look good. A few days later, now this. Because it's not it's a personal thing, I don't want to address it, but to those rich guys, and use your fucking common sense, man. You're trying to portray you're decent. Don't show all this shit. Oh, by the way, this is a real big one, big one. The person is very powerful, very, very, very powerful. So I don't want to reveal who the person is, but an individual created a fake account, girl's account, worked on it for nearly 6 months, giving actual photographs of somebody else, okay? Photographs, everything else, okay? Kind of matched that person's name and everything else. And chatted with this guy, big guy, and he started mildly flirting with her. He is a very, very powerful guy, very powerful. I have the video, actually, and the person's talking to me and telling me, see Loy, this. Actually taking my name, see Loy, look. Goes in the chat, shows, hi, you're beautiful, you know, how are you? And fucking hell, man. You know, when you are up there, when you are like, let's say for example a sheikh or someone big, and I don't know how the fuck they were not able to find out that this is a fake account. It's not photoshopped because it was an actual video. The person's talking. The reason I don't want to show is it's personal. Anyway, okay, last if not the least, once again, can't mention the name. Terminations are due for December end. They're going to terminate people December end. Notices are kept ready. Quite big names, quite big names. The papers are kept ready. They will either inform you a few days before the new year, or once after new year is over, when you come into the office, you will be informed. I have the names of the companies. I have well, what to say. Anyway, I've been told not to share it, so I can't share it, but it's confirmed. I had a proper video conference and I confirmed this. And best part is the person who gave me the information is at a very high level position. So the person themselves, they want to change their profile. So complete rebranding, which is the high end. It's not like just resume, complete. So anyway, these were the updates that I wanted to share with you. Hope it added some value. And put your thoughts down below. If there's any information that you know that is worthwhile sharing, anything confidential, you can open up to me. I'll never reveal your details. But yes, I will share the message. And just one thing, if I cannot share the message, just tell me explicitly, Loy, this is only for you. That's it. I'll respect your privacy. Having said that, guys, focus hard on your personal brand, on making money. Remember, money is the name of the game, not position, not which company you're working for, just money. Hope this makes sense. This is me signing off. You guys take care.